What's up, rock stars? Awesome to see you. Welcome to Motivational Mondays, and I have a special guest today, my good friend, Natalie Jill.
Hi.
From Natalie Jill Fitness. A lot of you guys who follow me probably already follow her. If you don't, you need to. She and I have been friends for
A couple of years now.
Yeah. And we totally met on Instagram, of course, which was so funny.
And then we basically went on a blind date.
We did.
We did.
We met up. I showed up at her house. We filmed some workout videos.
Stayed.
Yeah, I stayed with you.
We bonded.
We had so much fun. We were just doing a Facebook live cast together, and our topic was girls compete with each other, women empower each other. And if you're watching this right now, I'm sure that resonates with you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so funny because this is something that we have in common, and I'm surprised that more people don't, but they need to, because I think there's such a competitive attitude with people like, oh my gosh, so-and-so is doing what I'm trying to do, or we have too many similarities so I can't support, or I should stay away from, which I feel like people are missing it, because when you actually embrace it and look at how can we help and empower each other and support each other, it multiplies.
It takes
truly
you
multiplies
to a whole other level. We were talking about how that's such a scarcity mindset to be jealous of other people's success, or to look at someone and think that they're better than you. You know, don't compare your chapter that you're on to someone else's chapter that they're on in their story, right? I mean, it's such a scarcity mindset too.
And not only that, the universe is huge.
Yes.
I mean, and the internet is huge. My gosh, there's so much room for so many people, and so many of a good message is a good message, even if it's coming at you from 10 different people.
Totally. I want there to be more good, strong voices in the conversation. And that's really what we were talking about on today's live video, actually, was this concept of people will look at us and think, well, aren't you guys competitors? Because we have similar fitness brands and we sell similar products. But the truth is, we are allies in this same game of helping to educate people about their health and fitness. And we both have had our own struggle, just like many of you watching, we've struggled. And I was wondering if you would share with my people your journey and how you kind of got to the point now where you've written this incredible book, because your story is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's pretty amazing to me that my book is actually going to be in bookstores, and that I'm able to reach all these people, because really, I'm just like you. I mean, I'm just like everybody else. I don't think of myself as this fitness, I guess I am a fitness expert, a fitness nutrition expert, but I don't really even think of myself that way, because I feel like I'm just like everybody else. I am a mom who was working full-time in corporate America, who happened to be going through a really rough time in my life.
How long ago was this?
This is, oh my gosh, 8 years ago now.
Wow.
8 years ago now, here I looked like I had this perfect life, but what people didn't know is I was going through a divorce. It was when the stock market had crashed, the housing market had crashed. Everything that I once knew and stood for was pretty much falling apart.
Oh, 2007, 2008.
Yep. Yeah. And I loved it. I refer to it as the time that I was a fake person. And what I mean by that is, there's so many people walking around trying to be somebody that they're not. And that's, I think, who I was at the time. I was too embarrassed to tell people what I was going through. I felt like I had to keep up this image. And I was a fake person. I was. And it wasn't until I went through this rock bottom and lost everything, and had to face being a single mom, having gained a lot of weight, having to take a job demotion because I knew I couldn't travel anymore, having my daughter and being a single mom, and having really lost my way with my diet and nutrition, and just feeling bad about myself.
Were you struggling financially also?
I was struggling so financially. In fact, I lost my house.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember just being in this complete rock bottom place and feeling super alone, and feeling like I couldn't talk to anybody about it, because I was so proud and trying to be this person and keep up with it.
Totally.
That I didn't know how to tell people what I was going through. I mean, that's really what it boiled down to.
Did you feel like this pressure that you needed to put on this facade of super mom, of being so perfect, of
Totally.
Yeah.
And I remember actually walking one day, and I'm walking in my nice neighborhood. I had this nice looking car, and I had the 2 dogs and a new baby now, and I thought, God, anyone that looks at me would think I have this perfect life. And what they don't know is that I don't even know how I'm going to be in this life in a week. It
would all crumble tomorrow.
It is crumbling.
Oh my gosh.
It was crumbling. And
were you scared?
I was really scared. I mean, I remember going to the gas station and putting my credit card in to get gas, and it being declined. I'd never had a credit card decline in my life. But you know what? I'm so glad all that happened. I really am. And that sounds funny, but I knew when I was going through it all that I was feeling miserable. I was feeling depressed. But I also knew that this had to end, that it couldn't stay like this. And I didn't know how or what. I just knew I couldn't stay like this. And I remember wishing I had a remote control to fast forward.
I love that.
But I like saying that I was a fake person then, because it wasn't until I hit that rock bottom and really had no choice but to be authentic with what was going on and share what was going on. It wasn't until that moment and that time that things started to change for me.
So you got real congruent with yourself about what was real, and I'm sure you really wanted to give your daughter a better chance, right?
Yeah.
You're a new mom, like
yeah. No,
oh my gosh.
I stayed in my misery for a few months. I know that. And then I remember making a vision board and thinking that was like my first step. Like, I'm going to make a vision board. And this vision board's crazy. I got to show it to you because it's like everything's come to fruition now. But at the time, it seemed so far out of reach. But I thought, I'm just going to create this vision board of what I wish or hope that my life could navigate towards. And I did that. I remember staring at that every day. And I remember thinking, I just need to take baby steps closer to this every day. If I just do a few things in the right direction, if I make a few better food choices, if I drink more water, if I start looking through this information overload and figuring it out, if I start doing these baby steps, I can get there. I can do something. I can have control. And
I started your vision board. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so curious. Are you guys curious?
Yeah.
I want to know what was on your vision board.
I had fit looking girls because I wanted to feel fit. I had a happy looking couple because I was now single and I wanted that. I had pictures of beaches and like a nice golf course view and just anything that was peaceful. I had a picture of like a mom and a daughter with a good relationship. I had money on there because I did not have money right then. I had a lot of things that seemed like hard possibilities, but maybe possibilities.
Your dreams.
You know, my dreams. And I thought, if I don't have these things now, if I could look at something and I can get the feeling of those things, maybe I can move towards them.
So cool.
And I started sorting through that information overload, and I remember that was so overwhelming. Like going online and trying to figure out like what to do to lose weight, I was so overwhelmed. You get so sidetracked by ads and everything else, and like this diet or this workout, and I was so confused and overwhelmed. And I dug into it and I figured it out. And I started sharing it. I started sharing my journey. And what was so cool is that what started to work for me through creating my vision board and my goals and this process and now educating myself on food and the right nutrients and the right movements, not only did it change me, it started to change other people watching me. And that was so huge for me.
Right, because you saw like what you were actually doing and practicing was actually coming true for others, and you were becoming the role model. Were you also at that? Did you get certified yet? Or
yeah, no, I actually was a certified trainer because I just had been interested in that.
Sure.
I didn't really do anything with it, but I had that certification. But I re-upped that. I started studying nutrition. I got my master's licensed sports nutrition certification. I had like a general one before.
Good for you.
Now my degree in college was health and human performance. So I had this interest and background. I just wasn't applying it to myself.
Isn't that crazy? I so relate to that. I was totally same thing. Background in it, wasn't applying it to myself. Why is it that sometimes we're so blind to our own process, right?
And I honestly, like through all that, yes, I have a business and result of this now, but that wasn't my intention. I wasn't out there trying to start this big business or anything like that. I was just helping myself and I was sharing and I was helping others. And it's amazing to me, like it's seriously an unbelievable dream come true that now what I went through my rock bottom and how I came out of it is now a book. And I can help so many others with it now.
Well, I think that your story and just the fact that you didn't give up and that you looked, I love your vision board. It's so awesome. I can't wait to maybe we can get a little. We'll put a little clip at the end. And we'll show you guys Natalie's vision board.
Yeah.
And what can I see your book actually?
Yeah.
Can you show?
This is called The Galley. So
when
this
is
is
it coming out?
This is the paperback version, black and white, but it's actually a hardcover, all color.
I can't wait to get one.
And it's really everything I did to get myself back, and it's 77 new recipes.
77. Oh my gosh, I want 77 of your recipes.
And they all fit in with the
Natalie
lifestyle.
cooks like I do actually. She makes it really easy.
You would approve. She would approve all.
Great
you would approve all my recipes.
I do. I follow you, Natalie. I love your stuff. Oh my gosh.
And it's 7 guilt-free desserts. So
nice.
And 7 bodyweight workouts too.
Oh, awesome. I think Natalie, are you gonna coach me through one of your workouts?
Oh my gosh, I'm totally coaching you through one of them.
I'm gonna try out some of Natalie's workout today, and I'll post it for you guys to watch.
I can't wait.
So you get a sneak peek. But this is so awesome. So I know that creating an actual published book. I mean, what a huge undertaking, you guys. What an inspiring story. And and it's not out yet. This is what she called a galley, which means like it's a proof basically
Yes.
of what your book's gonna look
Yes.
like. So, but I want to. How much is it gonna cost me to get my hands on a copy, and how do I get it? And
Sure. No, so it's in stores everywhere May 3rd, and I don't know what the price will be then, but right now I do know if you pre-order, it's only $18 on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, any place online, it's $18 right now. They tend to change prices as the book launches, and I will say that if you get it now, I have a program I filmed called Simplify, which has detailed workouts, a lot of accountability, nutrition information. It's a video academy, and it's going to be about the $100 price range, and it's totally free right now.
So if you pre-order the book, you get the video academy with the, that's awesome.
You'll get it as soon as it launches in June, that academy, you get it free.
Wow, that's a very nice gift. I can't wait to check that out. Oh my gosh.
I really do believe, this message, this helped me, and I'm really like you. I'm not this, I didn't come from fitness. I came from being a normal person that just went through a hard time, and I brought myself back, and I know that my message has helped a lot of people already, and I know my book is gonna help a lot more. So I hope, that you guys, especially if you're feeling this way, I think this book is just ideal time, or if you're just looking for new recipes.
Yeah, 77 recipes and 7 workouts in 7 minutes and Natalie's inspiring story. I'm just like so excited for your book, and I love supporting Natalie in this because she's worked tremendously hard, and I think if you guys can imagine someone in your life who also has worked really hard on something, and how you've shown up for them and supported them, and how it feels in turn to be supported when you are working on something. That's what that accountability piece is so important. I love it when you guys check in on my Facebook wall and let me know what day you're on of your workout plan and how you're doing, because that accountability is really everything. And that's what that honestly, you heard Natalie's story. That's the strategy she used to help herself as she was working through this struggle that she was in. She was accountable. So be accountable today. Leave a comment down below this post. Let me know that you were here. What about this conversation, really resonated with you? Because I know we all come from different backgrounds and have different stories, and I'd really like to know more about yours. So do post it. You can find Natalie online at
NatalieJillFitness.com.
Yes, we'll leave a link, of course, in the post below, so you guys can click right to her. And of course, I'll put a link so you can pre-order her book and get all the bonus goodies as well, because we really want to appreciate and support this incredible journey that you've been on. And I think we'd all just love to have a copy of your book.
Thank you. And thanks for including me on Motivational Monday. I feel honored.
Yes.
That I got to be on Betty Rocker's Motivational Monday. I feel like this is awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love Motivational Mondays. I love your guys' response to Motivational Mondays, and if there's any takeaway at all today, other than how awesome it was for you to meet Natalie and hear about her book, it's to know that we really can empower each other by showing up, and the way that we show up for others is really an example to the people who are watching us. We really are role models to the people who are looking up to us, and Natalie has a beautiful young daughter, and her life is an example of her success and the practices she's created. And thank you so much for coming to Motivational Mondays. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
This was the actual vision board that I did 8 years ago. So no, this was cool because here I was in my rock bottom. I wasn't fit. I didn't have that, and I put just fitness to feel it. I was coming through a divorce, so I put happy couple stuff on here.
And are you now?
Yes, and I'm now remarried.
In a very happy relationship with a wonderful man.
The fitness, the happy, it's just crazy because I put all this there when I wasn't feeling any of this, and it's like it all came to fruition.
This is so, I just love this so much. You guys, you have to make your own vision board. Where did you find the images for it so that they can make their own?
At the time, I just went through magazines and cut them out and picked out whatever was appealing. Now, you could just go on Google and find images.
I love these words like happy, celebrate every day, fit, energy, incredible life, natural food, eat well. All the things that matter to Natalie are now you exemplify and live them. This is so awesome. Thanks for sharing this, baby. Congratulations.